Welcome to Tucson, Arizona, in the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Arizona will boot it away to start this one. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the UCLA Bruins offense will have the first crack at it in this one. We have got a tremendous matchup between these two running backs, both stars in their own right, and David, both ready to make a huge impact.
I mean, how fun is it to have two guys, one on each side, when they have the football, like they can go the distance. Just dynamic speed, great vision. These defenses are in trouble because these guys can touch it a bunch of different ways, and Palmer, they can hit home runs from anywhere on the field.
And I think what makes them really unique too, David, is that they're very versatile guys. Both guys can run between the tackle box, they can take it outside, they can both catch the football as well. So no doubt the game plan for both offenses, feed the running back as many different ways as possible and just let him go to work.
From the gun on third down. He uncorks one deep. Makes the grab down the left side. Hits the crease. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Looking downfield on first down. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
Makes the grab. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats are moving quickly down the field. Wants to throw on first down. He makes the catch. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Wants to throw again. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
And the extra point is good. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. That's caught. It's Robbins. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
On the move, he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. Some programs just seem to be built for a great passing game. The patron saint of Bruin passers is Troy Aikman.
And honestly, Reese, it makes me think of the UCLA blue, the sweet uniforms with the gold, just quarterbacks looking sweet, McNown, DTR, looking the part, being the part.
To the air on first down. A strike downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Touchdown, UCLA! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quickly to the tight end. Still running at the 40. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking for room, it's Booker. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Booker. Turning it on! They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the 1st down. No matter how many times they tell you to look for it, it is tough to defend a perfectly executed screen.
Yeah, because I'm trying to go get the quarterback, and everything looks like pass, but when you see it, when you see that screen, you got to retrace your steps, get back in the play. Nice job by the offense. The defense just
cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Arizona lines up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now it's 2nd and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arizona. Looking for the tie with the extra point.
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Robbins. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Quick release on the RPO. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. They'll go to the ground. Pitch up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, on the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his power and his speed, he really gives this offense a lot of flexibility.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Trying play action. Wide open downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. The Bruins didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 30. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Boys, just 90 miles separate Baylor and TCU. Let's find out how much they're separated on the scoreboard. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Off play action on first down. He lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. They're dealing with a second and long. Rides the back on the option, the give. Shakes off the defender.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, they're after him. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Maryland just wrapped up 4 quarters worth of dominance on its way to a never-in-doubt victory. And that's really the standard there in College Park. That's a tremendous fan base, and they'll enjoy this one all week. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Wildcats can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll give it to the back. Across the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right at the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Got him downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, and getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. The defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got it! Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a first and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense, keeping it very simple.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. And a chance to really carry momentum with them into the locker room if they can take the lead here. First and goal. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Arizona! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, beat that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This has been a spectacular offensive showcase so far, David.
This has been unbelievable. The fireworks has been amazing. This is modern offense now. Palmer, when you look at college football, there's a lot of scoring, and defenses hadn't had a lot of answers.
No, and this game's been a track meet, man. So if you're on offense right here, keep the pedal to the metal. Keep the tempo going. Stay aggressive.
Got his man. to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. And the Bruins can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Tosses it incomplete. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Looking downfield on first down. Firing to the right, complete.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down.
See, I like this tight end because he's not just running flat routes and little stick routes and drags. This guy can get vertically down the field. He showed you his speed there running the crosser.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets it out fast. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offenses want to get the ball to their playmakers really fast. They try to throw the wide receiver screen, but how about the defender? He was right there in his space, got him on the ground as soon as he caught it. He was ready for that play.
Throws for the tight end. He's got it. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Motion from the back. On the direct snap, it's Robbins. And this one will be stopped for no gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, time running short in the half. Here's the heat. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. So now on 4th down, they'll try to salvage a 3 and just get points before halftime. They're on the left hash. You'll have no trouble with the distance, but that angle may give him an issue. And it's no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see how they handle it. To the air on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say this has been a fun watch so far in Tucson. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Arizona Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bruins will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football.
They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's third and long. Quarterback making adjustments. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Arizona runs out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've been frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Bruins want to move quickly.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. He stopped a little bit short. They'll mark it at the 38. It's fourth down. The Bruins decide to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Wants to go up top on first down. Quickly complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Second down, he'll throw it. Got his man. Brings into the open. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
Looking to throw on first down. Going to take a shot. He's got it. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Wildcats. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Unleashes one. Complete downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Got his man downfield. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Really nice throw there. I'll tell you, UCLA, they've got an impressive history book of quarterbacks, going all the way back to Rick Neuheisel. Troy Aikman is a name people will recognize. Cade McNown back in my day. And then recently, DTR was carving up defenses, too, throwing it. You've got to be able to make good decisions. You've got to be able to deliver strikes through the air. And this guy right now is doing just that.
He's got it on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Leaves it with the back. Nice move there. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Arizona sending the offense onto the field. And the Wildcats backed up deep in their own end, trying to create a little space on first down. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Pushes his way for a couple and gets it to the 7-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Touchdown, UCLA! The defense putting points on the board.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
They'll try to get the 2-point conversion here and make it a 3-point game. Wants to go up top. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Arizona has it back. The offense coming out to bear down. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Quick step and go. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Robbins. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Caught in the backfield. It's Robbins. Lowers those pads. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bruins! And that one will give them the lead.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job on the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Wants to adjust the pattern. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. What a grab on the right sideline for the huge play.
And that's in Arizona.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Back to work in the final period of this one. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's not afraid to go deep. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
This offense isn't calling the dogs off in this game. We're here late. They're still taking shots. And a big reason why is how good this quarterback has been all game long. 4 touchdown passes. He's reading the defense. He's playing in rhythm. He's throwing on time. He's been accurate. And late in the game, they're still letting him take shots.
Oh, he's got... across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job, nice play call by the offense.
Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. The offense changing the play. They'll run it on first and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Nebraska went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Huskers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron.
He's got it along the sideline. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Bruins moving quickly to the line. He'll do it himself. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. 3rd down and 1, and this is why they call it a gut check. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A huge pressurized kick coming right now as this game hangs in the balance. It's good. Fellas, we have a tie ball game here in the fourth.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Arizona has it back, the offense coming out to bear down. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Caught in the backfield, it's Booker. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
Makes the catch on the left. It's a running room. Touchdown, Arizona. They move on top here in the fourth.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
And I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
The give on the option. Got enough for the first. There he goes. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want them.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances and would have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. Trying to set up the screen. He'll get down to the 22 before going out of bounds. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. Right on the money. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins have pushed it inside the 20. He'll keep it himself. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown. On the option. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Let's it go to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. 1 to 2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
And don't miss the fact there was some heat on that extra point, but he was able to tie it up. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona sending the offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. To the air on first down. Works the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. First down here for the offense. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. He makes the grab, and he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
And I think the defense doing a really good job of understanding this is late in the game. It matters. Taking away the sidelines, taking away the middle of the field, making him kind of check the football down, go through his progressions, and make that clock tick.
Wants to throw on third down. Complete. Looks as if Arizona will have enough to move the chains.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Under fire. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard them.
And that's in Arizona.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go.
Timeout, Arizona.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. It'll all be decided right here, win or lose on this kick. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this will be for the win. Splits the uprights for the game from 36 yards out. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese? Making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse. Just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week. These 2-minute type situations late in games. What are you going to dial up? What can you go execute? What can you lean on in order to get the W here? Great job by the offense.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.